Where we're going to start today, guys, is with the third step of a complete interior redesign of the Taco Marine Project boat, which is going to charity, okay? And we're again in Riviera Beach at Canvas Designers. We have Mike Erickson, the owner, with us, as well as Emily Weiss, the lead designer from Sunbrella. And guys, we've already put in the headliner, we've already put in the hull liner, and today we're going to be doing what?
Today we're going to do the bolsters and the combination cushions that become both bedding and seating.
All right, Emily, you have picked all the fabrics out for this vessel. Which Sunbrella furniture fabric did you pick for the bolsters and for the cushions?
So we chose this pattern called Integrated Steel from the Sunbrella Shift collection.
Okay, now you're an interior decorator, okay? I have a question. If somebody is going with a solid furniture fabric over a big area, this bolster is a very big, long, continuous area. Right. The cushions are very big and long, okay? How do people typically break that up? Because that might just be too much of a surface.
Right.
What do they do in a solid material?
Right. So here's an example of a solid pattern texture. So for this type of bolster, you could upholster it like this and add small folds in it, like you see here, just to add a little bit of dimension.
And it breaks it up.
And break up the solid pattern, yeah.
What happens if you have a patterned material and you go and you make those folds? What happens to your design?
So if you put folds in it in this type of pattern, it's going to totally break up the repeat of the pattern. This is meant to be seen flat as is. It already has plenty of dimension with that technical shiny yarn.
Very cool. That's some really good advice. Mike, back in 1989, they used plywood as a core for these bolsters. Core-wise, what are we going to use instead of plywood for these bolsters?
In today's modern boats, most everything in upholstery is done with some type of a PVC plastic board. This is Aquaplast. It takes a staple well, it cold molds halfway decent, and it can be heat formed into shapes. So we're going to use this product along with a combination of brackets to mount it on. And then, you know, because, John, this is both seating and a backrest, we're not just going to cover this to get the accent. If this was the front of a shelf, we might just cover it with the fabric.
Okay.
But instead, we're going to apply the same polyurethane foams that were used in the hull. We're going to probably put a 2-inch polyurethane.
So we would glue it to the PVC board, and then
the fabric will go over top of that, and we'll get a bolstered effect around the perimeter of the seating area.
Now let's get into the cushions, because this is not only going to be for seating, it's also going to double as a bed. And Mike, typically when you go to a regular Joe Schmo canvas shop, he's going to sell you a slab of foam, put the fabric on it, and call it good.
There's your typical bed.
Right?
Okay.
We're doing this first class.
Come a long ways. We're going to do an upgrade to this. The key to a combination bed and seating is that you must support both of them. In one, on a bed, you're laying flat, so your whole weight is distributed over a large area. You need it to be softer. When you sit down, the area is much smaller and all your weight sits down in that area. So we're going to layer up with foam. I'm putting a firm foam in the bottom. Okay, that's going to stop us from feeling the plywood.
You call this the 2350, and this is yes it is. This is a firm foam. This is the bottom of our cushion.
Yes, so that you don't feel that plywood. Next, we're going to use a medium density foam. This is a 30 density.
Okay, so this is 2330, and yes, that is more cushiony. Okay, that's a softer foam. And then anything on top of that?
And then because it's a bed and we want to get that drop-in feel where you sink into the bed a little bit, we're going to top it off with some memory foam. And this is a 5-pound memory foam. You find it on TV a lot under Tempur-Pedic and other brand names.
Wow, that's very nice.